Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, viewers. How you doing? I hope you're well, every single one of you. I hope you are in good health. Welcome to Ashraf Ali's show. Today, I've got a special guest, a dear friend. I've known him for a few years. Let me introduce you to him. He is an entrepreneur, a businessman. He is a bodybuilder. He looks amazing. He's also a YouTuber. And you know what? Sometimes it's a bit like Gordon Ramsay. He likes to use the F word. So without any further ado, let's introduce you to Fadi Hussain. Assalamu alaikum, bro.
Alaikum salam, mate.
How are you, man?
I'm good, pal. I'm good. Not bad, mate. Not bad.
I must say, man, you're looking very well, man.
I'm trying.
Good. So, Fadi, man, I know you've been in Pakistan.
Yes.
You were there for 10 months.
This year I've been there. Yeah. 9 months I've been there for.
Okay, how was it?
Hot.
It was like 30 degrees.
To be honest with you, when in the winter at the start of the year, it was like 20 degrees during the day, but just recently, in June, 43.
Well, I know the area you're living in, very nice.
Yes,
very beautiful.
where I live, it's
Aircon.
good. It's good,
You don't need to worry about the
When
heat.
you think of Pakistan, I know people think of a village.
Yeah.
You know, immediately comes to mind the third world country and stuff. And like any, we could think of Africa and think, it's all run down. But there's some nice places, if you go to some major cities. So I live in a major city. It's next to the capital. It's a very developing city. It's a developing country.
It's called Barrier Town.
So the area is called Barrier Town. It is what you would class as
elite area.
You could call it that. It's like
where all the rich people live.
No, it's they've made it for the overseas Pakistanis because a lot of Pakistanis went to America, US, Canada, all over the world. There's a lot of Pakistani migrants that went all over the world. After the World War and stuff, they scattered to a lot of different places, more so than I think any other country that comes to mind. So they built that for people that wanted to come back but not live in a village with no electric, water's a problem, all that issue. Whereas if you come to Barrier Town and you feel like you're living, I wouldn't say Dubai as such, but it's not got the skyscrapers, but it's got that same feel. So I've been there a few times. It's very similar.
Fadi Hussain is a foodie. I'm also a foodie. When I saw them pictures, my gosh, everything, Nando's.
Yes, you've got everything. This is
McDonald's.
what makes it like
KFC
on my where my gym is, for example. You've got Nando's.
We're going to talk about your gym next.
Yeah, we've got like literally Nando's is downstairs. Then you've got a Chinese kind of franchise. You've got McDonald's, Burger King, KFC, Pizza Hut, Hardee's. Literally every American, like Baskin Robbins.
What are the quality like? Is it quite good?
It's the same. So if you go to McDonald's, for example, none of their stuff is locally sourced. Everything comes from overseas. So I think it's the same stuff that they give to countries like Dubai, the Middle East, especially Saudi and stuff like that. So McDonald's is a big.
So you say the quality, the standard is like UK standard?
Yeah, pretty much. There's certain things that are different.
Mm-hmm.
When you go to McDonald's in Pakistan, you can get a chapal kebab burger, which is a Pakistani bun. You wouldn't be able to get that in the UK. So there's things that are different. They cater for that audience, but generally 90% of the menu is.
So I guess he wasn't cooking much then. It was every day just going to these restaurants.
I don't do any cooking. I have a chef there. It's cheap enough to have a chef there, and everything's prepared fresh. So when I initially went to speak to this guy, he was supposed to cook my meals for me for the day, like 3-4 meals a day, give me them and I can just put them in the microwave. And he suggested, he says, well, why don't I just cook them as and when you need them?
So it's all fresh.
So you give me half an hour notice, tell me where you are, and I'll drop it off to you. So service is very good.
So, bro, going back to your gym.
Yes.
This guy's had gyms in Sheffield.
Yeah, Sheffield.
You've had a few.
Rotherham, yeah. It's I've opened and sold 6 in total in Sheffield and Rotherham.
I went to the gym you had in Rotherham. That was wow.
Yes.
Amazing. Hardcore. Old school. None of that fancy stuff.
No.
A lot of open space. I was amazed.
Yeah. It was actually the biggest independently owned gym in the whole of the UK. So it was 12,500 square foot. You've been there yourself. It was a big.
And I've noticed the setup as well.
Yeah.
So how are you still? Have you still got businesses in Sheffield?
Not a business as such, like a gym. I do other things, but not as in like a gym business.
So what made you move out to Pakistan and do a business there? Because I know a lot of people are a bit concerned, a bit worried, a bit skeptical when they do it, because there are a lot of negative as well as positive. You're a brave man to go out there. And
I don't think that's the issue. So, like, I'll give you an example. When I signed the lease to the Rotherham unit, I signed it. It was a lot of money, and I went home and literally, I literally felt sick. I puked up because I thought, what the hell have I done? I've literally signed up. I'm not going to be.
Was that your first?
That was the big one in Rotherham. So after that, but I've always been like that. I've always kind of not thought the process through fully.
You're a risk taker as well.
A risk taker in a sense, yeah. So for me, I'd not been to Pakistan in over 18 years.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Check that one. After 18 years and he decided to go to Pakistan, I thought he was going to retire there.
And I went there for 4 days only. I was in Kuwait. Wow. And it was just before we flew out to Kuwait, my friend says, we'll nip into Pakistan, it's very close, so we actually got the visas from, I had to even get a visa to go into Pakistan,
You have to, even when I go to Bangladesh, we need visas as well.
So luckily, just by chance, the visa office came to Sheffield that day.
Okay.
So we got the visas, they signed it off they take your passport within 2 days, they give the passports back, so we had the passports, went to Kuwait that week, and then from Kuwait we flew to Pakistan for only 4 days. I thought I'd go and see the extended family that's out there.
Did you have in mind to do a business there?
Never. No.
Never ever?
No.
Because honestly,
I wouldn't
like to do a business there because I'm scared, first of all, backing.
Yes.
Will I have the right people? I'm not very fluent in the language. It's a country that I'm not used to. Different territories, different boundaries. So you're very brave. What made you take the risk and do something there?
Obviously, because at this stage, I'd set up 6 gyms at that stage from scratch.
Mashallah.
So I'd never purchased a gym off anybody. I literally seen a warehouse, got the equipment, built the gym, and then either sold it or moved it. So when I went to
you've got the full everything on video on your YouTube
channel.
Yeah,
I did the whole. I did all that. I did all that.
You must check his YouTube
literally
channel
from start to finish. We documented as much as I could at the time. The whole process. So I enjoy the process of setting the business up. When I actually started running the gym, I thought I was getting bored.
It gives that satisfaction.
Yeah.
You could design everything the way you want it.
There's that, but there's also, and this is just me personally, creating jobs.
Yes, I'm going to come to that.
In Sheffield alone, I created 22 jobs.
Mashallah.
So there's 22 people that ate because of me in that sense.
Yeah,
that was a nice feeling to go to bed with. I had business partners here as well. And same with Pakistan, I thought, when I went there first, I'd seen the state of the gyms and they were
not very good.
Way behind. So I knew if I came here and just opened a good standard of gym here, it'd be very busy. And for me, I just wanted something that wasn't in the UK. It was a challenge. And that's something that
I know, because I was watching your videos. You were going to certain places.
Yeah.
You were traveling everywhere.
Yeah.
Your car broke down.
Yes.
You wasn't worried about it. Go, just leave it. You were thinking positive. You thought, look, I need to move on.
Yeah.
And you were on the go.
Yeah.
Doing things. You were grafting, a hard-working man.
Whatever has happened, this is in my life.
Even your bike broke down.
Yeah, it did. Yeah. I don't talk about this often, but like anything that I've tried to do, I've always done it the hard way. But I've learned a lot from that, which is good. So like you mentioned the car. I bought a car out there. And,
I remember it.
It broke down, and I just parked it, got a taxi, and went about my day.
You bought a bike, and that wheel fell off.
The wheel fell off. Yeah, twice that happened. Happened. So but these things, it's good that it happens in a sense. Keeps you focused more, because if you can move forward with all these obstacles in front of you, then when your life's easy, then it's really easy.
Would you recommend people investing in Pakistan because of the current climate?
Yes.
Because of politics, the government things? Would you? Because a lot of people are scared.
I would be scared. Let me tell you why they're scared. Because one is about. Let's take this for example. How hard is it to buy a house in the UK? It's not very easy.
No.
You have to go through the whole process. You have to get your banking check. You need a mortgage. You need somebody to lend you the money. There's a big process. Imagine doing that in a third world country. So, there's a lot of risks out there. Things can go wrong. a lot of stuff can happen. I mean, I've had recently something.
I don't want to talk about in the negative, but I know there is a lot of negative things.
Yeah, there is.
You can't get access. It's about who you know. A lot of
it
contacts.
is. But I think if you, like I spoke to a lot of people when I went to Pakistan first time, and I knew I wanted to open a gym. I came to Sheffield and I spoke to everyone who I thought knew a little bit about Pakistan. And the more I spoke to these people, the more I thought, no one's done business out there. So who am I going to speak to? Nobody. So I went on my own. I went in one year. In 1 year, I went to Pakistan 10 times. And I know if you went to Spain 10 times, it's not a big deal. But when you're doing a 9-hour flight there and back, you know, just to scout some business ventures on my own as well. I did it on my own with no help from nobody. I didn't go with any reference.
Can I just stop you for the azan?
Yes, of course, yeah. No stop for that.
Guys, we live in a locality, as you know.
Yeah.
So nice, so beautiful. It reminds me like Pakistan.
In Pakistan, when I wake up in the morning, I can hear the azan.
Yeah, let's let azan finish.
That's good. Well, you got your own mugs as well.
Yeah, so Fadi Hussain, tell me more. Tell me more about the gym setup in Pakistan.
Yeah, as I was saying, I went out there to Pakistan. I just knew I wanted to open a gym here. It was going to be a challenge for me. At that time, I still had the gyms running in the UK. I had 2 gyms at that moment in time, with one in Sheffield and one in Rotherham.
Can we mention the names?
Yeah, it was Iron Athlete Gym.
Yeah.
So the gym was Iron Athlete Gym, which I had in both locations. So I wanted to open a gym out there in Pakistan. It was just a goal of mine.
Even you didn't cut any corners.
No.
Equipment, they were like
Top of it.
UK
standard.
Yeah. You know, like the proper bar, the Olympic bars.
Everything, yeah.
Because Olympic bars, they're not cheap, bro.
No, they're not cheap. To be honest,
even
we
the
might
proper
get to that later
squat
on.
rack and everything.
It's cost a lot of money, more than I anticipated, with the whole duty tax and all that coming from China. Things are a lot more expensive to get to Pakistan than they are to UK, even though China is next door to Pakistan.
Did you get a lot of stuff made, especially? Because you know, people there, they're a bit smaller, the frames are smaller.
Yeah.
Here they have machines more.
I didn't. I did try some local equipment, but it wasn't up to standard.
Okay.
So we did buy that originally, just like 3-4 machines, and we've just revamped that, got rid of it, and got the stuff from China when it arrived.
Is it a ladies and men's gym?
Yeah. So this is obviously, you would not normally say this in the UK, but in Pakistan, it's always a split timing,
yes.
right? But I didn't go down that road. I've done 24 hours co-gym, so it's females and males.
Mixed.
They can come mix at any time.
Any dress code? Because as you know, it's Islamic country, you have to be
the
careful.
only here's the thing with the Islamic countries thing. Where I live,
it's quite modern.
Yeah, let's say that. Let's say modern.
As long as they're quite.
Yeah. No, obviously they're not like you would get in the UK, but they're quite, because of YouTube and Instagram, the world is very small now. Mm-hmm. So when you look at fashion, what could be trending in Pakistan, in the UK, will be trending in 2 days in Pakistan for the females. Whereas back in the days, maybe it took 10 years for a trend to eventually reach there. But like, if we've got a pair of like Nike Airs trainers that come out in JD Sports tomorrow, in Pakistan they'll be released the next week. So it's very much quick.
Tell us about the location, the place.
So the location is prime location. It's called Berrier Food Street.
Okay.
If anybody's watching this that are going to be in Pakistan, Berrier Food Street. It's above the Nando's. Can't miss it. There's only one Nando's in Rawalpindi, and we occupy 3 floors above it.
Okay. So and how much do you charge there? Because I know in UK you have your cheap
gyms,
so you have the expensive
if we work out price wise in the UK, it's £45.
£45
per month, which is expensive for Pakistan, but it's also expensive for UK. Like my
gym, it costs you a lot of money.
It did, yeah. But the people, the class and the clientele that I'm going for can afford that. You can call them that if you want. Only reason being is because there's a bit of a big class system in Pakistan, where you have the rich and
there's no middle class.
There's no middle class. So if the gym was, let's say, 2,000 rupees, which is 10 quid, anybody could just join that gym. Now that person who think they're from an elite class because they've got money, they wouldn't want to, and it's really bad to say, but they wouldn't want to be with someone who's from a lower class in that gym.
100%.
So, but as much as I dislike that, for business purposes, I have to do it.
That's how it is.
You know,
That's how it is
I'll
in
give
a
you an
lot of
example.
countries.
Baskin Robbins, 3 scoops of Baskin Robbins is £5 in the
Yeah.
UK. It's £5 in Pakistan. Now £5, as you
Lot of
know,
money.
is a day's wage
It's
in
a lot of
Pakistan.
money.
So who can afford to eat Baskin Robbins? But
Can't.
why is Baskin Robbins open in Pakistan? Because people are going. They have the money.
The next question.
Yes.
This is a funny one. I saw you training these personal trainers.
Yes.
You were watching them.
Yeah.
Usko sikhao
Yeah.
how you do
Yeah.
the deadlift. You're watching him. You're galat hai.
So
Tell us about it, man. It was
Okay.
hilarious.
basically, look, it's not their fault. Knowledge is not available in Pakistan widely. It's not. They have this. They have
You were
this.
nervous, man. You were
Yeah.
shaking.
No. He's actually good. There's
Okay.
a lot. I had like 10, 12 guys that came before him
Okay.
that I just had to
Bye-bye.
shuffle along because they just
fired.
didn't have- They just,
Like-
yeah, well,
like, Sharon.
I didn't hire them. What I said was to those guys is I'm gonna get you to work with me for 2 weeks.
Train them up.
I'll pay you for those 2 weeks. If I think you can, this is for you, I'll continue your payment. If not, I'll pay you for the 2 weeks that you've been here. See you later. Do you know what I mean? Because I have to look at my clientele. My clientele need to know that they've got me there all the time. But I can always be there, so I need to
One
make
thing I
some.
want to know, you know the people in Bangladesh, a lot
Yeah.
of them, they don't know how to train. All
Yeah.
they think about big chest,
Yeah, yeah.
arms. In Pakistan,
Same.
do they know about
Say, no,
definition?
they don't know about anything.
They don't know about anything.
There's a lot of old myths.
So when they go to gym, they don't know
They
what
haven't
they're
got a
doing.
clue. They
Yeah,
haven't got a
okay,
clue.
that's where
They're
I'm coming from.
literally so
Clueless.
far behind in knowledge that it's unbelievable. Like they will think that if you on a hot day had a cold drink, you'd get ill. You know, if you had a mango in the summer, you'd become ill. If you had eggs, your body'd heat up. Very, very silly myths from God knows when, how many years ago they were about, and even doctors believe that in Pakistan.
Yeah,
It's-
yeah.
And it's hard to argue with them because I've qualified. I'm like, you're qualified, but you don't know that is not true. You know. So and you know they're very stubborn. They're very stubborn because anyone who's educated in Pakistan, all of a sudden becomes
They think
very
they know
stubborn.
everything.
Exactly.
They think that I have the same issue. I try to explain, but a lot of times you have to leave them to it.
Yeah,
so
yeah, so
when
I don't-
someone comes to your gym,
Yeah.
what does it say? I want to look like Salman Khan or Hrithik Roshan or something like that.
that does happen. So basically, let me give you an experience from my gym. Yeah, you come to my gym. First and foremost, it's the cleanest facility in the whole of Pindi in Islamabad. Okay, it's
Mashallah.
the cleanest facility. We've got 4 cleaners that work around the clock. They do 2 12-hour shifts each, so there's always 2 guys cleaning around the clock. Okay, so what happens is I always say to my members, I say when you go to the toilet, if you go behind the toilet seat and rub your finger at the back, and if there's any dust on your finger, I'll give you a free year's membership.
Wow.
Okay, and
That's how serious you were about
yeah,
it.
yeah. Hygiene is the number one thing in Pakistan. They it's horrible in Pakistan.
Same in Bangladesh.
It's horrible. So
Same.
one thing I wanted to do was make it if you're paying the prices, I'm going to use your money for the wages to hire the right team to get the top marks. Yeah. So let's say you go to the gym floor now. You're in the gym. You're training. As you're training, someone will help you load the weights. Someone will help you take the weights off. You're getting that whole service. As you stand up, someone will wipe down the machine after you finished.
About training, do you guide them? The correct
Yes,
way,
so of course,
form, technique,
yeah. So I help everybody.
nutrition.
I help everybody as they come through the door. They get a consultation with me if they need it. Majority of people do come for that consultation. They can sit in my office. I have my own office there. I explain to them diet plan, training. I've got like a generic one that I give to everybody, and then they're on their own. If they want personal training, we have a personal trainer there. If they want if they want me to train them, obviously my fees are a little bit higher than theirs. But I do very well out there with personal training, so it does work. 100% works.
I didn't let you finish off with your training your.
Yeah, the
personal
guy.
trainer.
Yeah. So basically, like I was explaining, the way it works in Pakistan.
Because you were saying your movements.
Yeah, well,
The right way to do.
well, there's that.
deadlifts
But
and-
the reason what I'm going to say, the reason why they don't know much is this. In order to learn something in Pakistan, you have to become an apprentice of a guy. They call it an ustad. So there's an old senior guy who learned off somebody else, and you're going to learn off him. So you're one-track minded with this one guy. You're not doing your own research. So when this kid come to me, he had an ustad before that,
Okay.
and this is what this guy told him. This is how you do it. Majority of it was wrong because he was probably told wrong. You know, so the knowledge that they've got is very, very poor.
So I know when they came, you said, look, you do it my way now.
Yes,
But
what happened was this.
do it my
I'll
way.
explain what I did. I'll give you an example of the deadlift. There's certain techniques and teaching points of the deadlift. Everybody's different.
100%.
Okay, I'm not going to go through them here because
It's
it's
gonna
quite
go
long.
forever.
Yeah. So I showed that guy these are the techniques. Now, when he told that to a client, that client goes away thinking, "Wow, this guy knows a lot. Like, I knew where to put my feet, I knew where to hold the bar, I knew how to stand up, I knew how to knock the... You know, this guy's got a lot of knowledge." So they're going to hire him. You know, it's going to give my gym a good rep. So that's why I wanted that guy to have a good standard. I didn't just want to go there. Like, his technique of deadlift was...
They know what they're paying for.
Pick the bar up and don't round your back. But how does the client know how to do that?
Let me tell you one thing, guys. Fadi is actually a bodybuilder as well.
Yeah,
you have been competing. You know your stuff.
Yes, I have done it.
You have been in this game for a
I've
very long time.
Just to give you my background, yeah, I've been training for 21 years now.
Mashallah.
Okay, I've been training for 21
How old
years.
are you, bro?
I'm 35 now.
Mashallah.
Okay,
you're
I was
not looking.
13 years old, 14 years old when I started training, okay? And
I'm going to put some pictures on this screen, honestly. I want to put some pictures on that
so
screen.
I started training, I watched Bruce Lee. My dad used to bring the Bruce Lee movies home.
Look at all the Bruce
Yeah,
Lee
I know,
nunchucks and
I
stuff.
know, yeah. I noticed him when I came in. So Bruce Lee was like an idol for me. And then I realised he died well before I was even born. I didn't even know he died. I think Bruce Lee died in 75 or something.
Yeah.
So studied Bruce Lee, his books and everything, and I did look like Bruce Lee, physique-wise,
less body fat.
by the time I was 16. So then I got into wrestling and all that kind of
Mashallah.
stuff, and then you evolve and you think Hulk Hogan and The Rock and Ultimate Warrior, all these guys. So I always wanted to build a muscular physique because naturally my family are all very skinny. Okay, it's very hard for us to add muscle. So yeah, that's how. So I have been, and in my 21 years, I've only ever taken time off the gym for no longer than a month.
The reason I ask you that, because I know there's a lot of gyms in Bangladesh when I was there. A lot of people just do it because they've got the money, but they don't have no knowledge. But this guy has the knowledge, the expertise, and you have been in the game. And I know even the friends that you associate with, they're all bodybuilders, trainers.
It comes down to
you
passion.
have got a lot of knowledge.
It comes down to passion as well. So if you wanted to do something or wanted to learn about anything, you know, if you had the passion and drive to do it, you're going to want to do it.
Yeah, and the way you look as well. So, you know, like I'm not dissing them. There's some personal trainers when you look at it, I'm not going to learn nothing from him. He's got like a big belly. What is he going to teach me?
You have
but
to.
when they come to you, they go, wow, the way he looks, I want to look like that. So obviously...
It does sell. Of course
does sell.
It does. I don't 100% agree with the fact that you need to look the part always, but it does help. 100% it helps.
Okay, now moving on. Missing family. Whoa, you were there. You got a little
I've got a daughter.
Mashallah. How did you find it? Because obviously...
to be honest with you, they're very good in the sense where when I set my mind to something, I'm focused on that. And I
Is he a family man?
And but I always give the thing where give people time to miss you. You know,
very close to your daughter, mashallah.
You know, and you appreciate them little moments so much more. Like a normal father, I'm not. This is no knock on other fathers. Will do the 9 to 5. Will not really spend time with his kids, but is living with his kids for 4, 5, 6 years. You know, whereas when I spend time with my daughter, even though it's only a month at a time, then I'm away for a month, then I'm back for a month. Them 4 weeks is like a year.
I've been following you. You were like a couple of days ago at the Deep, and then you were
exactly,
at the other
always,
cities, everywhere.
You know, so that I think, and it makes me appreciate it even more. And I am working for her.
Can I ask you a personal question? What did your wife think about this? Has he got notes to go to Pakistan doing a business? And
she's very supportive in the sense where she knows what I'm like.
My wife said no.
No, she knows what I'm like. She knows that I need that.
Okay.
And when I don't get that little drive to do something, my mind can start playing tricks on me, and I go into a bit of a downward spiral into not doing anything. So I get a little bit bored. Let's just say.
Can I move on because we haven't got much time? So
go for it. Bro.
Language barrier.
Yeah.
My accent, my dialect in Bangladesh. A lot of time I think I can speak, but they think, what is he on about? So did you have difficulty communicating?
When I first went to Pakistan, there's 2 dialects that we speak in Pakistan. Yeah. So there's the Urdu, which is like
that's a bit more
Punjabi.
Is that
so
Punjabi?
we speak Punjabi as well. Not that dialect. There's another dialect which is called Patwari. You might have heard of the local people speak that. So I'm not good at any. Okay. So when I got there, I learned Urdu quite rapidly. I lived there for a bit and I picked it up really quick. So when I moved to Town, when I bought a house there, I realised everyone speaks English. So
you didn't need to.
Anyone who's Pakistani wants to speak English because they want to improve their English. So it's about 50-50. I do speak my own language. I am fluent in it. I understand it. I don't have no language barriers at all.
Okay. Next thing, bro. I know when I was in Bangladesh, people were taking advantage.
Yeah.
You're from UK. He doesn't know nothing. We'll sell him anything.
Yeah.
We'll do a lot of things he won't even know. We'll do him over.
Yeah.
Did you experience something like that? Taking advantage of it?
Yes. People try on. It's the rule in...
But when they look at you, they think, nah.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, that is true. You do, like when me and my friend went to Thailand a few years ago and everyone was like, oh, be careful out there, you know, but he's 6'5", you know, I'm fairly decent build. When we went there, we had no issues with anybody. So all these stories you hear, I think it's all individual based. I have not really had, how could we put it, I was going to say, I have my pants down, but nobody has, you know.
Okay.
You got to be smart enough to move away from that. I always see it like they're not smarter than me. You know, I always think that in my head, not in an arrogant sense, in a sense where he can't be that clever to pull wool over my eyes. If I've checked all the, you know, what I need to check, my checklist for buying something is that, you know what it is.
Yeah,
everyone's got their own checklist.
Protocols.
Some people are emotional buyers. They see something, I want it, you know, so they've got tunnel vision, they just need to get it and everything else goes out the window. Those people can kind of fall into that pitfall. And yes, they are very quick to catch these people.
Your partners, I did see in the video, very smart, very intelligent.
Very intelligent.
They're like kind of same level as you.
Yeah.
So I think they have backed you up as well.
Yeah, very good.
They've been very supportive as well.
So let me explain to you with that.
The guy with the long hair.
Yeah. So he
looks more like a Bollywood.
He's
Marshall look like Bollywood star. What's his name? The long hair.
He's called Irfan.
Irfan bhai look like Bollywood star. आप पाकिस्तान में क्या कर रहे हैं? आप Bollywood में जाओ.
He's a retired colonel from the army. Okay, so. They basically they still run a property firm out there, okay? Because Pakistan's a developing country, property is the number one, you know, income, the money making thing is property.
Same in Bangladesh.
You know, you buy land, you build whatever you want on it, it's going to make you money. So I used to go just around different plazas and stand outside and see how, and I'd bump into these guys everywhere. What are you doing here? I'm open the gym.
They weren't family then?
No.
Because a lot of times I think we'll just do it with the family,
No. So
a lot of family get upset. Why are you doing it with me? Why are you doing it with the next guy
Yeah. So I bumped into these guys just by chance. They took a liking to me, I took a liking to them. And you know, in life, regardless where you are, you're going to meet the right people eventually. You know, you don't have to force these situations. And you know, by chance, I got into the right field. And when going back to people doing you over, it's an insult if they do me over with the amount that they're playing with.
Yeah.
£1 million out there is nothing. You know, if I said to someone in Sheffield, can you get me 10 grand today? They'd struggle to pick it up. £1 million in Pakistan deals are done in front of me every single day.
It just shows, because when we think of third world countries,
not where I live.
No. Because I know I have got a few more Pakistani friends as well. They live in Town.
Yes.
And a lot of people. One day, inshallah, I'm going to go there. I'm going to go to Pakistan.
Yeah. No, definitely, man. By all means,
I'm going to go there. I'm going to check Pakistan out. Yeah. Moving on to the next thing. Future plans. And are you going to retire in Pakistan?
I don't see myself retiring ever, to be honest with you. I've never had the goal. I do well enough to sit at home and not work if I wanted to. You know, in that sense, I've set myself up a few avenues, streams of income. And it's not trading, and it's not, anything like cryptocurrency. So just made the right investments to live comfortably, because I'm not a lavish guy. I'm not extravagant. I don't need the Lambo. I don't need the big house. I don't need expensive clothes.
Very much.
So I've made myself a very
very comfortable in your
very low expense guy. So I just like the chase. I like the thrill of it.
Because we were already going to retire in Pakistan.
No.
Now can I move on to your YouTube?
Yeah, go ahead,
Tell us about YouTube, man.
Okay, so let me tell you where it fits into this.
Okay.
If I didn't have a business, I wouldn't be on social media. That's first thing.
Okay.
I know social media is a big tool. I'll tell you how much of a big tool I learned it was. In 2012, when I had Iron Athlete Gym, I had a gym, promoted it a little bit through flyers, just flyers. A young lad came in and he said, "Why are you not on Facebook?" And I went, "Well, I'm on Facebook." No, you need a business page on Facebook. So he set me up Iron Athlete Gym business page on Facebook. We started making some funny videos. Not intentionally, just whatever.
I do remember in the car.
Just what? Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
The car. Yeah.
So many people turned up. So everyone who comes through the door, we're like, "Where did you hear about Ashraf Ali Gym?" And they went, "Facebook." Thinking, wow, 90% of people have come through Facebook. So then I switched onto it. Right. Okay. So this is where the attention is. So people are looking at the devices, day and night. YouTube is something hard to get into because you have to spend time and effort to make the videos, and I'm learning that now. I've only just started doing the YouTube videos. In Pakistan it was easy because I had a guy to follow me around with the camera. I can pay him a wage, it's affordable, and I do the editing myself. I'm also now in the process of launching my website. It's FadiHussain.com. It's live now. There's only one program on there at the minute. I wish I'd been shooting in Pakistan. When I go back now, next week, obviously I'm going to shoot more content for the YouTube. So I want to start getting into that more, mainly for promotion sites. Okay?
But your YouTube, man, is going to blow up.
I hope.
Trust me, it's going to blow up because amazing content, not boring, real, no fake stuff.
No,
everything is all real.
Yeah, exactly.
It doesn't make no mistakes, everything's spot on. But one thing, bro, F word.
I know, yeah. So the F word, obviously, sometimes it's a bit of a joke as well. Because, look, I'm not saying I'm an intelligent guy, but I'm not stupid.
You are an intelligent guy.
What I mean is, so on Facebook, which you might have noticed, I play the fool.
Yeah.
On Facebook, I do it all the time. I know I'm doing it, and I deliberately play that role where I'm stupid because it gives people an easy target, and then that's when I come back with more, so they don't anticipate that reaction from this guy. So I will say stupid and provocative stuff on Facebook because it's just entertaining, and lives, you shouldn't take it too seriously.
But with your marketing, if you need somebody, let me know. I have people that will take care of all your social media.
Okay.
I have a very good friend, Ahad Bhai, hint.
Okay.
He does a lot of stuff.
Yeah. I will, obviously, when I get back there now, I'm going to start.
Because it's hard. You're doing everything.
Bro, do you know, I used to
can't
say,
do it.
like I've built this program online, which is a 28-day fat loss program, and I was like, well, why isn't everyone doing this? Because it's hard. That's the truth. Well, it took me a month to shoot it, retake after retake. We did the first week. We shot the first week. I watched it and I just went, not good enough. Deleted the full one. Started again. So it's very difficult to do.
Let me move on to something else because I know you've been doing some merchandise, water and stuff.
Yeah, that's just so obviously with the gym memberships.
It's called
Muscle Academy.
Muscle Academy.
With the gym, there's a few different streams of income. So it's not just memberships. You have rentals, so like you can have a barbershop in there, or you can have a cafe in there, which we have. The barbershop is opening when I get there. So we've got t-shirts as well, which is like merchandise, promotes us. We've got the
protein, nutrition,
shit, all that kind of stuff. So it's just extra sources of income, I think. And it's a good souvenir, like I'll give you an example. The Iron Athlete t-shirt, we sold almost 9,000 Iron Athlete t-shirts. It's a lot. I mean, most clothing companies, not big clothing brands.
And you were getting it made in Pakistan?
No. So this was when I was in the UK.
Okay.
Over the space, I'd say 5 or 6 years, 5 years, we'd sold 9,000 t-shirts.
Mashallah,
so I did really well off that. And I made more than £1 a t-shirt. So it's quite a decent chunk of change that comes back. And I walk around till today in other gyms around Sheffield, and I see people with my t-shirt on. Yeah. And the funny thing nowadays is they don't even know who I am.
No, they don't.
They're wearing my t-shirt.
Let me tell you one thing, guys. He's actually the first guest I've invited because I was thinking, who shall I bring on? And I need to step my bars high. So I needed someone that looks good, someone in good shape, someone motivational, inspirational, someone people look up to. So I thought, the man is Fadi Hussain. So that's why I
appreciate the kind words, bro. I appreciate it.
Now I want to go on to lockdown before I finish.
Yeah, okay.
How was your lockdown?
probably better than most people's because I had access to a gym. You know, at home, getting up, going to the gym. That's all it was for like.
Was it a proper lockdown in Pakistan, or was it
no? So Pakistan locked down after UK did, as you know.
Okay.
I don't know if you know that. UK was fully locked down at that point.
Mm-hmm.
Pakistan locked down gradually, and then a few gyms shut, and then the police raided our gym one day. They all came, about 15 officers came in. Oh, you got to close it down. It was like, what's the situation? Oh, because of coronavirus, this and this. Anyway, so we had to close the gym. So the gym was closed from April up until August.
Okay,
so
long time.
A long time. I still had access to it. Imran Khan, who is the Prime Minister, said in June will allow people to start going to gyms.
Thank Imran Khan. Once I remember he stopped the what do you call it, the flight path, so we had to go all the way around Pakistan. Thank you very much, Imran Khan, for that. Well, honestly, I was thinking, what is going on here? It's a 9-hour flight. After it's taking 12 hours.
You have to go around Pakistan.
Yeah, something like that because of I think he had some sort of restriction, but that's another thing to talk
exactly.
about.
So I was saying that. So but the problem in June and July is it was 40 odd degrees.
Whoa.
And we only had
extreme.
Our gym is 24 hours, but we were only allowed to open from 9 till 5, which is the peak hours of the sun.
Yeah.
So that wasn't an option. We had maybe 25 members that came at that time, and then obviously lockdown was easing up. It was easing up, and I went, look, I need to get out of here now because UK's opening up in end of July. So I want to get to UK. So I booked my flight back the 1st of August. 10th of August, Pakistan must have announced that you can open from 10th of August. So I've been here now, and Pakistan's open.
Yeah. Well, I am going to finish off very soon.
Yeah.
One thing I like to know is, man, how do you keep at it? Sometimes you feel lazy. I don't feel like getting out of bed. I don't feel like doing this. Every day you are out of the bed and you are doing things. Where do you get that motivation from or that energy from, man?
I
feel lazy, man.
I can't be lazy. I just can't do it. Look, I don't take anything for it either. I don't even have caffeine. So it's something like coffee.
You're like a machine.
I don't even have.
You were running like 6 o'clock a.m.
Yeah,
and you were saying
in the
so
morning.
hot,
in the morning,
running.
it was 43 degrees when I was out in the sun, and I was running. I wasn't running much, but I was still running.
You're a machine, bro. Yeah. Final messages to your viewers, your followers, because I know you have a lot of followers, a lot of viewers. And I'm
this guy's too kind.
This video I know is gonna be viral because I've got Fadi Hussain on the show. So Fadi Hussain, final messages to the public.
Final messages. I've not got many. I can do a bit of promotion for my gym.
Definitely, bro.
So
I don't need
at
this
the
anymore.
moment. Everyone can go on Fadi Hussain YouTube channel. I've not got many subscribers on there. I'm not like this guy, who's.
I'm still learning.
He's a professional in this game. So I'm obviously going to start putting out more content. There is quite a lot of content on there already. So it's Fadi Hussain on YouTube, and Instagram is saying Fadi Hussain 13 at the end of it. And again, I need to start. I always have this motto of always giving back. So I am going to start putting more on there as a community stuff because I did used to use it as just a comedy thing for me and my friends to put things on there to poke fun at things, general things in life. But I do need to use it more business.
Brilliant. Sorry, I couldn't offer you a special tea because
no, it was nice. It was
yesterday I went to a restaurant.
Okay.
And it was a nice restaurant.
Yeah.
Forget mentioning the name. He said, "Aap cha piyenge?" So I said, "Yes." So he said, "What tea can drink?" I thought, "Wow, pink tea? Are you gonna have karak cha, or you can have masala cha, or you can have so many different chas, man?"
I don't drink any.
Oh yeah, and they were telling me, "Do you want this cha?" Yeah. Anyway, I have something for you. Don't go away.
Okay.
This is one of my merchandise of Ash Vlogs.
Nice one. A medium. I'm sure I'll try and fit into it. I'll send you a picture later.
Alright, there's
I've got some pens to sign some checks over here.
Yeah,
perfect.
And there's a few calendars.
Calendar
as well, yeah.
Wow.
For next year.
Is it these next year calendars?
Next year, yeah.
This is what I like.
Check if it's written in Bangla.
This is what I like. You're ahead of the game, mate.
You'll be thinking, is it written in Bangla or English? This one? Which one? It's in English.
No, this is in English.
Yeah, because I made some in Bangla as
There
well.
is some writing at the top that's... Oh, that's English, isn't it?
Yeah, so you're right. But viewers, I must say I've had an amazing experience with Fadi Hussain. Truly humble, truly blessed. What a guy. He's a funny guy. Honestly, this show could have gone on forever, but I didn't want it to go on forever because he's a busy guy, I'm a busy guy. Thank you very much again for your love and support. Please subscribe to his channel, please subscribe to my channel, and God bless.